What's going on, guys? Ian here from Redline. I got a cool new tool for the shop. Normally when I show you guys stuff like this, it's something that you can buy on our website. In this case, not so much. We're not going to be able to sell one of these things to you, but I can tell you where to get them. The folks with IFS, Ingenuity, Fab, and Speed, they sent me one of their wheel and tire clearance tools. Why is this important? When you're building a car like this and you're trying to figure out what diameter wheel, the width of the wheel, the back spacing, the thickness of the tire, all of this stuff, and you're wanting to know, is it going to clear the frame, is it going to clear the fenders and all of that? Well, it's obviously very expensive to just go out and order what you hope is going to work, find out that it doesn't, and then proceed to go time after time as you buy different wheels and tires to see what's going to fit just right. The folks at IFS sell a simple little tool that you can bolt right onto your hub so that you can check your back spacing, your diameter, your wheel width, all of that stuff without actually having to buy any wheels and tires. The packaging, as you can see in this clip here, it came really well packaged, but to be honest with you, it really wouldn't matter because the entire tool is just thick, bare steel. The tool did come with some basic instructions, but to be honest with you, the tool is so simple, you don't need these. Since it's across the top, I'll go ahead and give it to you if you want to get one of these things. ifabspeed.com. Their telephone is 713-419-1337. Here's something crazy about this. I contacted these folks and said I was building this car on YouTube. I've got 10,000 subscribers. Would you like to send me one of these things? I'll make a review video of it, use it in my build, right? I was thrilled when they said yes. The really crazy thing is they sent me a thank you card where they were thanking me for allowing them to give me a free tool. That's the craziest thing I think I've heard in more than a minute. My response to that is actually the reverse. I'd like to say thanks to the folks at IFAB Speed for providing me with one of these cool tools. So let's get down to the brass tacks. The first thing that I noticed as I was trying to bolt this thing up is that a set of clamps to keep this thing from trying to spin as you're trying to assemble it make all the difference. Put a couple of clamps on your rotors. For starters, bolting the tool up to your hub is no big deal. They give you 3 different sets of holes. You've got 5-inch, 4 3/4, and 4.5-inch on 5 wheel lug spacing, so you can bolt this thing up to a lot of different configurations of wheels. Next up, you adjust the overall diameter by loosening these wing nuts and sliding the tool in or out so that you can adjust this thing from 21 to 33 inches of overall tire diameter. It really doesn't pay any attention to the wheel diameter because, frankly, that's not important. The folks at IFS give you 4 of these tools here that simulate the width of the wheel. They start off as small as 8 inches and go up to 14. I've got the 10-inch model bolted on here. It's worth mentioning that you've got these elongated holes here. You slide the tool left or right in order to set up what you need for the proper back spacing. When you go to install one of these wheel width tools, be sure to have yourself a square handy. You're going to need this in order to make sure that you can get this piece perfectly perpendicular to this piece. Once you've got the diameter of your tire, the back spacing of your wheel, and the width of your tire set up, you can start to rotate the hub on this thing to see, as you can see in these shots here, is it going to clear the frame? Is it going to clear the inside of the fenders? And at that point, you can start to figure out what you actually need and adjust the tool, play with the back spacing and things of that nature to see what's going to fit, what's not going to fit. It's worth mentioning that for this video here, I took the rack and pinion unit out of the car because it really just makes it easier to show the tool in action. Alright, so my honest opinion of this unit, what do I think of it? I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10, and I'll tell you why. When I got online, I started searching for these things. I found them as cheap as $50 and as expensive as $600. It was very obvious looking at those $600 units that those things are geared towards professionals who are building cars all day, every day to make a living using these kinds of tools all the time. Those $600 units, you know, are CNC laser cut steel, CNC machine components. Everything is super duper nice. The reason I'm going to give this IFS unit an 8 out of 10 is mainly because it's cut with a CNC plasma and not a laser. Because of that, you get a little bit of shimmy in the tool that you need to adjust for. And I'll tell you what I mean. For instance, you can see that I've got this tool set at 27 inches. If I were to measure from here down to my center line, I should be at 13.5. I'm actually about 3/16 shy of that. Now, that's by no means a deal breaker in this case, because you've got a little bit of wiggle up here. Like, for instance, if you were to see me loosen these right here, you'll notice I can kind of shimmy it just a little bit. So it's very easy to adjust it to get the perfect measurement, but to sit here and say that it is on equal standing as those $500-600 tools, I don't think it is. I believe this unit is a great unit for either the home hobbyist enthusiast like myself that's building just one car, or somebody who maybe is in fact doing this for a living, starting a shop, doesn't have $600 to drop on one of those professional tools. I give it an 8 out of 10. I do recommend it. One last thanks to the folks at ifabspeed.com for sponsoring my build with this wheel tire clearance tool. Thanks again for that. If you guys want to follow along with my build, if you're just now finding one of these videos, I'm building Project Redline, my 67 Nova. This is a home build, my first car ever. I don't know what I'm doing. Follow along. If you want to see more, click subscribe. I do ask that if you don't mind, click that thumbs up down below. It helps me get some better rankings with all of my videos, which I need because I'm a little bitty YouTube guy. So anyways, appreciate you guys watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Check out the folks at iFab Speed. I'm out of here.